yeah, the microphone died like halfway through the recording, so I'm just gonna finish like the last bit of what I was saying before it did. Yeah, so basically, like I bounced up, hit my head on the top of the van, the metal. Basically the force went up, squished my neck, and now on my left side, my neck and my shoulder, like basically my whole trapezius muscle at the back, is stiff. And like I didn't get any medical assistance or anything for it. I didn't get any medical assistance for being like a person with a long-term condition, and I was told like basically quite close to before they released me, was because drug addicts and alcoholics have more pressing medical needs. What a day. Anyway, I think I should just leave it here basically, because I don't want to re-record. I just don't want to spend any more energy on this today. Like I just can't face it. Might go and try and eat something, but I do still feel nauseous, so I just don't know if I'm going to throw up, because I am shaky, because it was traumatizing, because it's also traumatizing just being in that violent place. It's a violent place. It has violent people in it, like genuinely violent people in it that should be there. And like my body just didn't have a good time. My body was rejecting the whole experience, violently rejecting the whole experience, and still is. And now I've got a musculoskeletal injury that I have to try and tend to. Like I don't have enough, because like what people don't realise when you have chronic fatigue is that your muscles are just sore every day as like standard. You just live with muscle soreness as on the daily. It's part of daily life. So like I needed this extra, like a hole in the head. Like I needed any of it, like a hole in the head, to be honest. In the name of God, though, all in the name of God. It's shameful. It's so shameful. I'm ashamed to be British. Deep in my body, there's such deep shame. The country has got no heart and soul. It's gone. I don't know what's happened to it. I don't recognise it. I don't recognise myself in it. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't belong here. I've been casted out. I've been casted out. The Britain they want is not the Britain for me. I've obviously been terrorised in my hometown and at my home for years. Literally terrorised at home. Someone who's minding their own business. That's what people have invested their money in. Millions, if not billions, because it's been 2 years. It was like summer 2024. It was before the pager attack in Lebanon, but that's before then. That's when they started to. It was before they assassinated Nasrallah, before they assassinated Haniya. Before that was all when the drone activity started, and all of that happened in the summer of 2024. But still, like, no one's shown me the evidence of what I've done to be on terror watch like this, to be harassed like this, to be stalked like this, to be demonized like this, to be such an obsessive focus of attention for the people behind this, who I don't get to see who it is. I don't have the luxury to know who these cowards are. They do it all behind the scenes with technology. They live in other countries. I'm really like 90% sure they're based out of America and most likely New York. And they want me to top myself so they can claim life insurance, so they can claim all my assets, make me, well, first of all, they were making out like I was a prostitute. But now that's not working. I think they're trying the drug addict route. Um, like, why is there not actual proper help for people in need? Like, people to actually help me. Because I can't do the things that I used to do. Like, I was just getting to a place where I started to get more energy back. So since Chitrail, funnily enough, has been attacked by Iran, I've gained more energy back. So it's definitely them. They are definitely behind all the spell work that's been done on me. Confirmation. Because I've started to have more energy to just cook normal meals. I've slept not better than, I mean, I have the odd days like last night where I didn't sleep, but I've started to sleep like where nighttime is UK nighttime instead of my body being in sync with American time, because that happened for basically about 6 months where it felt like in body I was in the American time zone where my body was like 7 hours behind. But that's not happening anymore. Yeah, and I've just had like energy to like cook normal meals. Which probably doesn't sound like that much, but when like 2 years ago, when, or even like just even, well, earliest was 2022, but like 2 years ago, when all of the surveillance got really, really crazy, when I was just like bed bound, not having energy to even move out of the bed and stuff for possibly 2 weeks at a time, not really able to do much because the spell work was so heavy. Now the spell work doesn't really work on me as much anymore. So now they have to do like terrorism in the physical, like this. They have to do stuff in the physical realm to terrorize me. Because even the voodoo and stuff that they did on my house, that's how they've been able to keep me trapped, because of the spells that they've actually done on my house. And I don't know what they do if those drones, because I have thought about this, if they've been testing out energy warfare, which from what I understand, what they're used for is to shoot down drones, like to block signals for drones and stuff. And what they do is like try to block people's crown chakra using that energy warfare. So I wonder if all of those drones that come out every night like a constellation in the sky, and all of these aircrafts that have messed all the signals with all my tech, burnt out my 2 GPS running watches that were really expensive, burnt out my phone, like the hardware on my phone, so it doesn't charge with a port anymore. Just because they're hacking into stuff. Yeah, what are they doing? What is that? What are they testing on me? What, and also what's in the water supply that was turning my blue paint purple? because watering down paint with tap water doesn't normally make it change colour, it just normally thins it out. So what have they put in the water supply? There's answers there that need finding out. There's just a lot of weird shit that's been going on that it's like the case against them just gets worse and worse. Basically, it just gets worse. I like that guy was so big. I'm not even joking. The guy who accused me of assault, who like engineered the assault accusation against me. I would have look. My hand is so small. It's really really tiny, and if I tried to even punch him or anything, he probably would never move, not even a centimetre. One, because he was really large, and he didn't like it that I was telling him that I was really large. He was. It was just an accurate description of his stature, and I probably would have broken my hand, or I would have broken something. You know, like I've got whiplash now. From being bashed in the police van. I've got there was no injuries from me supposedly barging into him. Oh, my stomach is growling. So I think that is the sign to try and eat some food. I had visions. Well, yesterday. So basically, I've been on a process of making, instead of cinnamon buns with yeast, this has been 3 days. It's been a 3 day process. This is the 4th day now because I've lost the day. And I thought I would be able to bake them this morning to enjoy some cinnamon bread. So instead of cinnamon buns, I'm actually going to make a video about this if it actually works and it tastes good, because I don't actually know. I don't know if it's actually going to be too sour, but I've made my own sourdough starter. That's not like a normal sourdough starter. Sorry, my back is really aching me, so I need to lie down because it's actually really sore to sit up, because I've had to sit up all day in pretty much the same position on a really hard surface. Anyway, yeah, I basically started with potato, and I'm going to make a video about it if this bread tastes good. In fact, I might make a video about it anyway, because I know I've made mistakes with this loaf, because I don't think it needed to take 3 days. But it's my first sourdough I've made off my own starter. So it was always going to be an experiment. But I basically I've got a starter that's only potato and potato water. And it started off with half sweet potato and half normal potato, just because you don't need that much potato to start it. And that's what I was cooking at the time, so I just nicked a bit of what I was cooking at the time to make the starter with. Mixed it with a bit of potato water, left it on the counter until it started bubbling up, and then that actually took quite a while, because when I did that, it was actually cold, and you need a bit of warmth. Like, I think more now is getting towards like what people would expect like a room temperature to be. So it took quite a few days to like fizz, and then I nicked some of that, put it in another jar, and then added wholemeal flour, more potato, just white potato, potato water, honey, and from that starter, that's what I've made the cinnamon bread with. And it's my first sourdough bread, this cinnamon bread. And the potato starter is really easy because you keep it in the fridge and then you just get it out every week and feed it some more potato and potato water. And then you put it out on the counter, let it ferment on the counter, like let it fizz. So when you've got like, when it becomes active. So basically, when I used the starter in the jar, when I used the starter in the jar that I put the flour and the honey and stuff in to make the bread, I took some, when it started fizzing, I took some more out of just the potato and potato water starter, put it in that jar, added more flour, added more potato. I didn't add sugar this time, like anything sweet. And potato water. Fed the potato starter with potato and potato water. Put that back in the fridge. And then I've got like the flour potato mix starter fermenting on the counter for like it's probably going to be a few days before it bubbles properly. It's like properly active, and then I can make a loaf of bread, like just a normal loaf of bread with that. That's what I'm going to try next. But yeah, it's supposed to be anyway. It's supposed to be better with potato. Like sourdough starters are supposed to be less sour and better and more long lasting with potato if you use potato with them. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to go and see how it's doing now, and I don't know if I feel the need to post an update about this situation, then I will do so. Like I said, I feel like I have to because I'm a solo, like I'm a lone female, and it was just mad what happened today. Like about 7 police officers came to the scene. So even that alone is like startling for someone who lives in isolation to then just have that in your house. And they made a lot of noise really early in the morning in the middle of a really quiet cul-de-sac, like really quiet. So, and I know all my neighbours, so everyone knows what, like, would have seen and knows what happened. It's just so bizarre, like really bizarre. The whole situation is like crazy. The whole situation is crazy. It's like really scary. And it's like, what's really scary is like how numb they are when they're doing that to people. Like just really numb. Like I was saying, like in the video before it got cut off, like there must be someone high up making issues like this, like for the High Court, because like why would it be of interest to them if they weren't trying to seize assets? It's obviously not for the measly amount of £1,000. It's obviously to keep trying to paint a picture that I'm someone that I'm not, which do. It's just like, it's beyond desperate now. Well, it was before, but this is just like, it's like they're just trying everything to make their narrative stick, like everything. My pulled muscle is itchy. It's weird. Anyway, this bullshit needs to end. It's not. It's shameful. It's really, really shameful. I don't know when I'm going to be making another video, to be honest. I've been staying off doing that on the channel. And I've mentioned it before that I've not been posting readings because Nutty Pedo and Orange Fart are my biggest fans, and this like all those agencies stalk me. So I just don't want to give them anything. Like any energy that I send, any readings and stuff that I put out, is not intended for them to be twisting the energy and using it to cloak themselves with it. So I've just been focusing on my own healing, which I would advise other people to do as well. And so I've been posting more poetry and more poetry art and stuff that's in line with my own healing process at the present time. So if that resonates with you, then that resonates with you, and if it doesn't, then there's other stuff. There's, to be honest, the readings on my channel are timeless anyway. So whenever people find them, then that information, when they find them, then they're relevant at the time they're found, or when they find you. And that's all I want to say. It's night time here, so good night, good day, whatever time of day. Like I said, I would have rather not have to make this video, but I did have to, unfortunately. And once there's any updates, I'll have to report. But that small chest of drawers is a handmade piece that's unique, and I'm never going to be able to get it again. And I don't care about the grinders. Like, I wouldn't give a shit. I mean, if they want to make a big deal about them, then they can be welcome to have them. I'm not really that precious about them. I just want the drawer for the chest of drawers back. It's just mad. It's so petty. It's so petty. It's so pathetic. A lot of money is bent on this sort of behaviour by people in very senior positions that really should not be in those positions. And it's really shameful. Really, really, really shameful. Like, I think what I was like transmuting is shame and disgust for all those. It was like maybe 5 consecutive hours. If I don't know, I didn't know the time throughout the day because you're obviously not allowed to have anything. But I think it was maybe like 2 p.m. or something when they gave me paper. So it was about 5 or 6 consecutive hours of violently burping and transmuting energy, which is just, I've never had anything, never had any experiences like it in my whole life. It was like my body was convulsing, releasing like all of that sickness, because the whole place was sick. Those people that were in my house were sick. And that's what my body was doing, to not absorb all of that energy, to not keep it inside my body. And then it just feels like I showered pretty much as soon as I got back, but I still don't feel clean. My house doesn't feel clean. I mean, my house is a DIY death trap anyway. And I did tell them that, like, that was one of the reasons why I said you can't really go in the rooms, because I didn't want anyone tripping on something or claiming that something happened in my house because they went in a room and I tried to tell them not to, and then them try and sue me. Because it's just every single room is a DIY room. There's tools everywhere, there's bits of wood everywhere, there's bits of furniture everywhere. Cause like there's only like 2 rooms that are fully finished, really. And because all of my DIY in my house has been on hold because of my illness and all of this hell. And obviously being financially held hostage and stuff as well. So I did tell them, like, but yeah, it's just weird, the stuff that he ransacked, because he did ransack some stuff. And it's just like, yeah, it's just weird that what he ransacked. And like, he's been in every room in the house, and his energy is so sick. Like, it was so sick. Like, these people, like, people look at you funny and stuff if you say people are demonic, but there are demonic people, and it's people like that. And people just need to face facts that people possess demons in their bodies. They possess demonic spirits that make them do demonic shit. Because what's happening to me is really demonic. And I was actually thinking, like, in the cell, it's like what happened to Jesus and Joseph, I think. Well, anyway, there's loads of prophets that have been arrested and like put in prison and stuff. Confirmation. But Joseph and Jesus came to mind. And I just literally, I was thinking, like, it just feels like everyone wants to put all their sins on Palestinians all the time. But you can't keep doing that. You can't keep finding all these satanic ways to do that, supposedly in the name of God, sanctioned by King Charles, witnessed by David Lammy. They're on the hook for this as well. They sign it off. It's done in their name. And they have the audacity to put in the name of God. to commit crimes against me, a person of God, God's child, that's devoted my life. It's disgraceful. I spend my life in devotion to God. All I've done is pray while I've been sick for all these years. And all of this hell has been done to me. And they put in the name of God on those bogus paperwork shits to do these crimes, to commit domicide, to terrorize women and vulnerable people, make people even more vulnerable, exploit vulnerability in the name of God, exploiting vulnerability in the name of God, creating vulnerability, committing fraud, committing theft, defamation, just complete violation. But it's in the name of God. Anyway, I thought the video was actually going to end on cinnamon bread, but if you know, turns out not. Evidently, that's the word that was missing. Evidently. No one involves me in any of this shit. Like, nobody involves me in this shit. It just goes straight to extremes. It's just weird. Really weird. But it's not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus. They just keep trying to drag me into it. And then they just don't get bored. I'm going to try and eat something. Anyway, thanks for watching, people, if you made it this far. If it helps someone who's in a similar situation to me feel brave enough to speak and not be silenced and not actually, you know, feel trapped by the terror, then that's what I'm sharing for as well. Like, obviously it's for my safety, but I obviously know that there's other people that have been terrorized and targeted like I am out there. So see you in the next video. I don't know what that's going to be, like I said. I don't know. I'm trying to keep off here and just focus on my healing. And when I feel cold, I'll come back and do a reading. I have had a few songs come through, but they didn't linger, so just didn't make anything of it. And that's it, really. Take care, people, and yeah, take care, and see you on here whenever it may be. Bye.